Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Amanda Martin, Elite Miss California Earth 2020, and I just did something I never thought I would do. I slept in my car last night. Last weekend, I drove out to Anza, Borrego from San Diego, and I got here and was caught in a very terrible windstorm and had to leave almost immediately after getting here. And I went home and I researched my equipment and what I could do better next time and how I could actually stay without having to leave if that happens again. And I called Anza Borrego, and all of the advice I read and everything I got was just sleep in your car. Like, just move your tent and just sleep in your car. So that was something that has never appealed to me before. I like a good adventure, but it has never crossed my mind to be like, I want to sleep in my car. But I drove here last night and aimed to get here right before bed, and my goal was to see if I could have stayed last weekend, if I really had to pack up and drive all the way home in the middle of the night, or if I could have just planned a little bit better, and instead of just throwing all of my camping stuff in my back seat, if I would have put it neatly in the front seat, if I could have just climbed into the back seat and grabbed all my sleeping bag and all my sleeping gear and just slept in the back of my car instead. So I did that last night, and I can tell you now that it did not work successfully. I watched dozens of YouTube videos on how to sleep. Like, I came very prepared. And how to sleep comfortably in a compact car. So I don't have even a normal sized vehicle. I have a very small Chevy Spark, which is extremely compact. It is very tiny. So I was not comfortable, and I did not sleep well, and I was like squished up in a tiny little ball all night. So my body is very sore today, and it was very cold. And I did realize it's great to know your limitations. So I now know that is off the table, and that I would never go out of my way to do that again, or to put myself in a situation where sleeping in the car was a backup. So as an emergency, if I ever got stuck in my car, I know that I can do it, but I will not be doing that with that end goal in mind. So I did learn, though, I used hot hands for the first time, and these are like natural packets that once you open them and shake them when they're exposed to the air, they get really hot. And these were a lifesaver last night. They felt so good. I just held them, like I gripped them all night long with my gloves on, and they helped so much. But it was very cold, and I did realize last weekend I thought that my brand new down sleeping bag was rated for sub-zero, and it turns out it is not. So I don't know if I just remembered that wrong, or if I ordered one that I didn't mean to order, or if they sent me one that I didn't actually like, that wasn't the right one. But I looked at it last night when I couldn't stop shivering, and it's only rated for 52 degrees. And it was probably around 40 degrees last night, maybe a little bit colder. So that was not working. And how I ended up sleeping, well, as you can see, so I slept in I put my regular clothes back on top of my pajamas. So I have like long john pajamas on, and then I have the sweater that I came in, and I have like really thick house slippers, and then I have, if I can find, I have so many layers, but I have my camping bag liner, and then I have my down sleeping bag, and then over that sleeping bag I have my regular sleeping bag. And I was so cold. I ordered a new car air mattress, and I picked it up on my way out here last night, and it of course deflated on me within the first couple hours, and I was just completely flat on the seat, which my seat has a really hard plastic cup holder and like console in the center, so I was laying on that, and like it was poking me all night long. It definitely could have been worse. I just, even with the bed back here, I still couldn't get my legs any straighter than a 90-degree angle, so I was very just kind of squished with my legs up against me all night long. So not ideal, but again, I did learn a lot about the process and my limitations and what I can and can't plan for when I have a camping mishap in the future. So this is my view. I will get out and show you in a few minutes. I'm going to get dressed. It is just before 8 o'clock. It's about 7:55. So I'm going to get dressed really fast and get hiking.